Happy Friday, my people. How y'all guys doing? Lady Rose here. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome. And my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. Yes, guys. Now let's talk the UK tabloids. Yeah, on this channel, we expose the racism towards Meghan Markle. Yeah, those tabloids are so sickening. One thing, they are not too smart. Remember, they came up with the nonsense about the boss of Nigeria Airlines? Yeah, apparently those people did not really research everything that they wrote about the uncle. You know what they said about that dude? They said apparently he robbed some billions around here. He was money laundering in America and all those. He had some federal crime. Guess what I found out? He does... there were some kind of allegations about businesses, but there was nothing saying that he really stole anybody's money, and there was no proof. And the case, everything was dropped. Just imagine a black millionaire or billionaire from Nigeria stealing from American banks, I mean, and has federal crimes and owns businesses in Georgia, in Atlanta. And is free, running free around his country and running free around America. A black man. Can you imagine that? Can you even imagine that to be true? There were business allegations a long time ago, and it wasn't nothing really serious. The case was dropped, and they found out the guy's hands are clean. That guy's a businessman. That guy, you know, before apparently the plane ticket from Nigeria to England or to America were in lots of thousands of dollars. But guess what? This guy lowered the price to like a very little money that the people had to travel, to pay to travel. He did help his people. And guess what? Pissed off the white man. Because what white men want to do is to keep you black people poor in Africa. They don't want you guys to do anything. They don't want you guys to enjoy life. So it's time for y'all guys to open your eyes. These people don't like you. Just imagine a black man from Nigeria making any kind of plot to steal money from American banks, like $20 million to buy a plane. With this FBI around? What are you guys talking about? I knew it was some kind... I definitely knew everything those people were talking about was just smack. Because they just want to trash Harry and Meghan. You can't succeed saying that Harry and Meghan were flying free. Well, of course, if they fly free, they invited Meghan to Meghan's country. Meghan's ancestors' country. If you guys did forget the transatlantic slavery, that you went and kidnapped our people and brought them here, brought them in the Caribbean, around the world, without their consent, you took them from somewhere. That's where Meghan's ancestors came from. You can't blame Meghan for going to Nigeria. You can't blame Meghan for having black blood in her. How dare is Meghan going to Nigeria? And how dare is Meghan going to fly free? She has to pay for the flight like everybody else. You guys have no common sense. You just full of... Yes, you heard me. That's what you're full of. So you just want to sit down there and trash this rich man because Harry and Meghan flew in on his plane. Or you still wanted Harry and Meghan to fly British Airlines? So when they didn't fly British Airlines, it pissed you off? Was Harry and Meghan money going to finish your poverty? Feed the children. The trust or trust. Stop using Meghan Markle's company's name to feed you poor children. The government needs to do something. The king is sleeping on $80 billion. And yet you kids are sleeping hungry. They ain't got nowhere to sleep. It's on the news here. This is not allegedly. It was said by their news people. I did play the video in one of my videos here. Go down in my videos here. You're going to hear what's happening in England right now. The children have no toothpaste. Meanwhile, William is throwing garden parties. Meanwhile, King Charles is throwing garden parties. And that Trust is using Meghan Markle's business name to collect money. You guys can't do anything for yourselves. You all want to sit down on your asses and wait for some people to do stuff for you, as always. As always, the black person has to do it for you. Nonsense. You can't sell us no more. You did your time. It's over. You can sit down there, bully all the black people. What do you know? What do you want? But guess what? We're going to excel. This guy is doing a good job. Because he did break your fake business. Because that guy did stop their greedy business. And started selling tickets cheaper for people to travel. It pissed them off. That's all where the jealousy is coming from. That's why Daily Mail comes with all this nonsense. Daily Mail, of course, is just full of nonsense. If they're not hating on Meghan, they're hating on Harry. If they're not hating on Harry, they have to hate on anyone or any business that is affiliated with them. You guys are losers. Well, let's see how you guys going to end up. We're watching y'all, guys. We're watching you. We can't do anything to you. Guess what? This world does not belong to you. This world does not belong to your kingdom. This world does not belong to your fathers or to your mothers. We'll see with all of y'all guys here. Shameless, racist people. I've been looking for all of y'all nonsense with the Nigerian people. Let's put some few Nigerian people here so y'all guys could listen. This one here is a young little kid, a teenager, talking about y'all guys' nonsense.
Things. They said how British, media reacted to Harry and Meghan touring Nigeria. And they said a lot of these things. They said a lot of racist things. But one of the things I really want to talk about is when they call Nigeria gullibles because we have so many people who claim to be from royal families. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Nigeria is perfect. Nigeria has problems. Everybody knows that. However, Nigeria is what? One of the most populous nations in the world. We have 220 million people, and that's just the official estimate. But one of the things I really want to take into consideration is that if you know anything about Nigerian history, one of the ways the British managed to rule effectively during colonization was through something called indirect rule, which means they went to local leaders of the Igbo tribe, of the Yoruba tribe, of the Hausa tribe, of the Fulani tribe, and then they bribed them in order to gain control over everybody in Nigeria. These fake royals that the British media is now trying to say are foolish, have no legitimacy, are the same people that the British government used to colonize Nigeria. So that means when they were benefiting them, they had legitimacy. But when it no longer fits their narrative, that's when it's stupid. This is why I say British form of racism is just so insidious because it acts like as if Nigerians or Africans in general lack common sense. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a huge fan of the British royal family. They're colonizers. They colonized majority of Africa. But the thing is, whenever somebody interacts with Africa in not the way that they're used to, aka Prince, William and Kate's thing when they visited the Caribbean and were waving at people through a freaking cage. Any single time somebody interacts with an African country, they're human beings, we're human beings, we have a culture that is rich and while it has some problems, has some benefits too. This is the kind of BS that they get. First and foremost, I don't think we should put anybody on a pedestal. The British royal family is the British royal family. But I hate seeing this kind of narrative about how, oh my God, look at the shit they're doing. Meghan is a fake princess. No, it's an official title. Just because it doesn't matter to you anymore doesn't mean that you can come and start talking bullshit about people's culture, our culture. British racism is just it's
yeah, this is a little child, a teenager. Thanks, Mama, for teaching your child this early so they could learn about this British media. They exposed the royal family. They exposed the royal family. Now we know their position towards us, towards our culture. Teach your children. Teach them. The social media, thank God for whoever came up with this idea. So right now here, we know who we were eating with and who we have to deal with. Our children are learning. Let's see. few generations down. So if you guys gonna keep hanging around there and do the nonsense that y'all doing on people around here, the kids are learning. They know who you guys are. So if anything does not fit you guys' narratives, it's not good enough. And lies that you guys tell. And the double standard, you have no shame. You don't even sit down there, brainstorm. This thing here is coming out of my mouth. It's going to come back to bite my ass. Bad thing about y'all guys are so entitled and dumb. I've never seen a bunch of stupid people. Y'all so dumb. The things that comes out of your mouth, it's like a damn. And the audacity, that white privilege just itches my brain. My brain is itching right now. Hearing everything that you guys say around here. So sickening. Yeah, you do bring all of your nonsense on to you, Harry and Meghan, and they don't say anything. Y'all thought you were going to say something about the Nigerians? Okay.
This media has made them enemies. And I'm so surprised for people that you've said don't add anything to the royal purse. They don't contribute anything. You're happy they left your cold and dairy island. Why are you so up in their business?
I think they're very snotty people. I said it. They're very snotty, the Brits. It's okay.
They can't believe
Meghan
and biracial woman
can be now in the royal family lineage. My guys, deal with it. That is the reality of the day. It has been reality since. The wedding of Harry and Meghan attracted over how many billion views? I remember. My people, we are all evolving. We talk about evolution on the show as this is it.
But this is where you get it wrong. We're all supposed to be evolving. They missed a very fantastic opportunity with Meghan Markle coming into the British family to show evolution, to step into the 21st century.
But they cannot. That is
to.
why Harry is dying there, way in there. Because Harry has seen that, listen, there's another way to look at this. We're expanding our horizons. And whether you like it or not, despite everything that has worked against them, they have stood together chasing the causes that they believe in.
But I know that the British aristocracy is dying slowly.
Yes.
These are just feeble attempts to keep it alive. The world have moved on. They've evolved over time. And, it's just a monument that they're servicing quietly. And now that these people are out of their aristocracy, they keep following them, they keep hounding them. And why badmouth us?
And you know
why badmouth us?
One of the things we noticed from this visit is that because Harry and Meghan did not give the normal British media access, they were actually sending DMs. I don't know if you saw the pictures. They were sending DMs to Nigerians who actually were at the events that the prince and princess were, and they were asking for permission to use their footage and their pictures because they've blacklisted. You don't want us, we don't want you.
Exactly.
To be honest, right? When I saw that, the whole comment, I just knew that it was not about Nigerians. It wasn't about Nigeria. It's just the fact that, just like Tolu said, it's Harry and Meghan. When he even compared them to, compared Nigeria to Nazi, and then he talked about the
Islamic
Prince of Windsor, something like that.
This media has made them enemies. And I'm so surprised for people that you've said don't add anything to the royal purse.
Yeah. Leave them alone. Why are you guys so obsessed with Harry and Meghan? We know they're much more attractive than all of your guys' couples. Look at your wives. Look at your husbands. Look at them. And look at Meghan. No wonder y'all so jealous. You can't get her. These people are so obsessed. Remember the same people. These same people said we were so ugly. Like our buttocks was not something attractive. But guess what? They are all lining up at surgeon's door right now. They said our lips were so horrible. Now they're getting what's called Botox, and the other one is called filler. Hyaluronic acid and the other one. They're injecting all those in them faces. They said we had a high cheekbone. See? They said, oh, those were so ugly. Guess who's getting the cheeky implant? The same people. It's so sad. They envy everything that Harry and Meghan are. And yet they're going to sit down there bashing them. Bullying them. Because what? They are jealous. You said they don't bring anything to y'all. They don't bring anything. They are not royals. So why are you bothered about them running their business, going around for the Invictus Games? They got invited to Nigeria for Invictus Games. They didn't get invited there to mind you guys' monarchy. They don't care about the monarchy. You know what Stephen Colbert asked Prince Harry? Are you ever going to go back to become a working royal? He said never, with no hesitation, really quick. I thought he was going to be like, well, guess what? One day and this and that. He went point blank and never. Why beat him? He doesn't like to be controlled. He doesn't want to be bullied by the same people who killed his mother. He said it. Meghan is nobody. She's a black woman. Non-human. Why bother? I don't know what to do with y'all guys. I don't. I do not know what to do with y'all guys. I don't even know anymore what to tell the children. I don't know if you even make sense in your heads. Because you smart, you are not smarters. You are not smart people. You are a bunch of stupid, dumb people on this English media. This Nigerian tour pissed everybody off. The king is mad, like he want to disappear. William is imitating God. Guess what? He went to throw his garden party. I told you all guys yesterday. Yeah, the party was apparently on a Wednesday, I believe. But I did record that video for you guys yesterday talking about that party that dude threw. Even God wasn't happy about that party. It rained profusely. That nobody, they couldn't even celebrate anything. I wonder why they didn't go inside the Buckingham Palace to celebrate that. These people, y'all gonna fight. You can't fight. You can't fight the stars. Yeah, you know, those people, they have Holy Spirit. Meghan Markle has Holy Spirit. Yeah, Meghan's mother is a good mother with good, humble heart. You guys are hanging around somebody like Camilla. You know Camilla doesn't like the Willie Packer balls. Doesn't like him. He hates the guts out of Prince Harry. Because guess what? When he sees Harry, it reminds him of Diana. Reminds him with the humility of Princess Diana. Why do you think he's going to do anything good to this kid? So I believe like they plot to tell William, to tell the king to let Prince William to stay in one of the royal family homes. It was probably those propositions were probably made by her. Because she doesn't want to see these children alive. She doesn't want to see them grow up and be anybody. Did you guys read the Spare book? Where it says this woman is the most dangerous woman on this planet? I believe that. You know, my husband wouldn't be doing any stupid stuff on here if I am married to him. I would give my husband good advice. I wouldn't tell my husband, don't meet with your son, or give your son a home to sleep in with no security. I mean, that's the king of England's son. Like a lot of people don't really believe that everything that's done to these children is coming from Camilla. I'm telling y'all guys. We know mean stepmothers. And Camilla's not different. She's one of them. This guy was leaving his children and would go hang out with Camilla. Neglected the kids when the kids' mother died. These kids are still very traumatized. I'm happy Harry is seeking therapy. He's going to be helped and he looks good. Good boy. Yeah, I meant the Prince Harry. I didn't mean Prince William. Yeah, they suggested Prince Harry to go to one of their secret royal residences to spend his night there when he came for the Invictus game. I'm glad he didn't take that offer. Or maybe that statement could also be a lie. Because, you know, the tabloids do all the talking for this dude, the king. I wonder if he's also losing his mind. Yeah, I don't know. He's probably, I don't know. Has he been diagnosed with memory loss or something? Please let us know, because it doesn't really look like this guy's very coherent right now. Something is wrong. Because, you know, with age, lots of stuff declines. And, you know, this guy used to be a very mean person. Remember what Princess Diana said on that BBC? What was it? What was that guy? The Muslim guy's name. Bashir. Yeah, remember that documentary? If you watched it. Yeah, this guy is not a good person. He's not a good human being. That's why I do not believe under his reign any good thing is going to come here. This monarchy is just probably going to decline and just go down the drain. And look at what he's doing with the tabloids. I wonder what the tabloids have on this guy. I believe there are lots of whole worse stuff than the temperance stuff. Have you guys read that, like a telephone record that was leaked about their conversation when they used to cheat on Princess Diana? Yeah, this guy has bad stuff in his book. That's why I'm telling you, he's never going to stand up for this tabloids and stuff. He has to sit down there, wash their feet like Jesus did. Because they got all the terrible stuff about him. Those elites, you know, you are growing up to be somebody, but then you're sitting down there ruining your reputation. And guess what? The world will spill the beans. They will spill the tea. And nowadays with social media, there are no secrets anymore. That's probably why he's fearing for his life. Because his reputation is like mud. Dirty. All right, my people, I'm going to sit down here, talk and get mad and everything, but I'm going to talk to y'all guys tomorrow, and y'all have a great Friday. I love you. Bye-bye. Please subscribe to Isabella Banks and also subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to y'all guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye-bye.